YouTube, what's going down? Alright, so guys, this is Cigars Scarred Me. Now, I know that cigars affect most people differently. Monica Lewinsky. But for me, smoking cigars has never been that bad of an experience, but I just choose not to do it because it's really unhealthy for you and, like, I don't know, I feel like a douche smoking a cigar. I think every college kid goes through a phase where they're like, hey bro, let's go get some cigars tonight. Yeah, get the purple flavor, the perps. No, strawberry's cool, we'll go strawberry this time. Next time though, you know what's next. Because all cigars end up doing is making your voice sound like mine the next day, making your breath taste like all you ate was chicken and a biscuit. You know those really weird tasting crackers. They taste so bad, yet they taste so good. And making sure you don't make out with any girls that night, because I've never met a girl that's like, ooh, did you just smoke some cigars tonight? Let's play some tonsil hockey. I've also never heard a girl call it tonsil hockey, so ladies, if you're out there, start using that term. Fun side note, I remember one time when I was dating this girl in high school, like early high school, and I like smoked a cigar with my buddies thinking we were like, so cool because we weren't even 18 yet. We're like, yeah man, let's go get some cigars. I was 17 at the time, so I went to our gas station and I knew I had to say I was born a year earlier in order to get the cigars because they didn't always card you and sometimes just ask how old you were. And so I was born in 1988 and I knew that I needed to say that I was born in 1987 in order to get the cigars. But I was so nervous because this gas station was just right down the street from me, and I thought by some freak fluke my parents might walk in like as I was buying the cigars. So the guy behind the counter was like, so do you have your ID? Ooh, I forgot my ID, I don't have it on me. And the guy's just like, cool, like what year were you born? And I was so flustered I didn't even know what to say. I said, 1989. So I lied to the guy and told him that I was a year younger than I actually was, trying to buy cigarettes that I need to be a year older to buy. The guy behind the counter just looks at me, and before he can even say something, I'm just like, no, I mean 1987. I wasn't born in 89, I was born in 1987. Forget that year in the middle, that's not when I was born. And he keeps just staring at me like I'm a fucking lunatic. And finally I break even with it. I'm like, listen man, I'm not 18. Will you just sell me the cigars? My buddies are in the car waiting for me. And it worked! I guess the guy just felt for my awkward pain and sold me the cigars. The point of this side story is that my buddies and I were smoking all these cigars, and I ended up meeting up with this girl that I was kind of seeing in high school, and I'd smoked all these cigars, and we were kind of making out a little bit. And she was like, your breath kind of tastes like you've been smoking cigars. So have you been smoking cigars? And for some reason I chose to lie to her and just be like, no, that's not, my mouth just tastes like shit normally. I can't believe you haven't noticed that. I haven't been smoking cigars at all. So we keep kind of making out. And you can't mask the taste of cigars when you're throwing tongues back and forth. There's obviously going to be one of the parties recognizing that the other party has been smoking cigars. And she stops me again. She's like, are you sure you haven't been smoking cigars? And at this point, I already dedicated to the lie. I was like, no, have you been smoking cigars? I've been tasting it on your breath. It's not me. Have you been lying to me? Having all you girls going out and smoking some gargars? Point being is that quit the making out pretty quickly. So dudes, if you're hoping to make out with a chick, I would not suggest being a bro and cutting some cigars off with each other. But the real point of this story has to do with somebody else's experience with cigars. This other person was one of my suite mates in my dorm freshman year. So freshman year, I was in a dorm that had 6 people in one dorm. One of the dudes was a complete doucher. He was one of those like creepy older guys that shouldn't be in the dorms anymore, but they continue to stay in the dorms. To give you an idea of who this guy is, my ex-girlfriend was forced to be in the common area alone with this guy, and instead of having casual conversation, he decides to show her how to Soulja Boy. But instead of even saying, I'm gonna teach you how to Soulja Boy, he's just blaring up Soulja Boy and just cranking it while staring at her, and she's just sitting there like trying to not make eye contact. This is the level of bro we're talking about. The point is, this guy apparently has pissed off a lot of people around the Ames community, and we didn't really know much about this because we're freshmen and we've never met the guy. And one day I walk into our dorm suite and he just stops me. He's like, hey Ty, check out all these cigars I just got for my birthday. And it was a humidor. If you don't know what a humidor is, it's like a box that holds cigars. It's like really expensive, filled with cigars. Easily a $200 humidor and easily $500 worth of cigars inside. So I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna get away from you now. And he just offers up this piece of information. He got this humidor, he got all these cigars for his birthday. Fast forward to about 7 hours later, it's nighttime, it's probably like 11 o'clock at night, and we get a knock on our door. And me and my direct roommate, there's 3 rooms in our place, 2 people to a room, me and my direct roommate go answer the door, and it's like these 2 smoking hot ladies. So we put on our freshman swag and we're just like, what's up girls, are you lost or can we help you? and they tell us that they're here to see our douchey roommate. This is awkward because normally he has super unattractive slutty girls come over to his dorm and fellate him on multiple occasions. That was fucking disgusting to listen to. These are two super smoking hot girls that don't look like they're slooting around. So we think this is odd, and we call for our roommate to come out, and as soon as he comes out, the two girls move aside, and 5 huge army dudes come straight into our room and do a circle around our roommate. Now these guys are fucking furious. And me and my roommate, we have no idea what's going on. We have 5 huge dudes we've never met, easily seniors in college, coming to beat the shit out of this one doucher. We're just like, hey guys, can we help you? What is wrong? Well, as it turns out, all these army dudes actually live together in a place called the Bunker. Now, this is just me, but if I knew a bunch of army guys lived in a place called the Bunker, I would not do anything to piss them off. Well, our random doucher roommate apparently does not live by this credo, because he went over there for a party, and rather than being friendly to these huge, muscular senior army guys, he decides to sneak into one of their rooms, grab their humidor, fill their cigars, and bring it all the way to our apartment. And I think Sean had to have known these dudes were coming for him, because that's why he offered up that lie to me earlier in the day, saying his dad bought them for him. Because as soon as these army guys are like, where'd you get that humidor? He's like, ask my roommates, ask my roommates. They know I got it for my birthday. Little did he know, we have absolutely zero allegiance to this doucher. Because 2 weeks previous, he tried to throw a party at our place while me and my roommate were gone, and when the cops showed up to bust it, he tried to blame it on us. Karma's a bitch. But the fact of the matter is, we didn't want these army guys to come beat up this guy in our dorm room, because then we'd have blood all over the place, we'd have to worry about all this extra shit. We just decided, like, hey guys, let's call the police, we'll get this all figured out. The police come, and to sort this out, they just tell our roommate, they're like, alright, well, without opening up the humidor, just tell us what cigars are in there, and then we'll believe that they're yours. And our roommate's like, oh, well, I just got it as a gift from my dad. I haven't gotten a chance to like look at all the cigars in there. I don't really know. While on the flip side, the army guys whose humidor and cigars it actually was knew exactly, could riddle it off the top of his head. Yeah, I have 15 of these cigars, I have 20 of these cigars. I got the humidor from this place. And just like that, our roommate was arrested and the army guys got the stuff they needed. And apparently that was the university's last straw, because this kid had already stolen property from the university and he had one more strike, and this was it. So good for us, he got kicked out of the dorms. The point of the story is, guys, for a product that all it does for you is make it so you can't make out with chicks and makes your breath taste like dog shit and your voice sound like mine, there's really no reason to go all that way to steal shit from huge army guys in the off chance that you might be able to, I don't know, look cool in front of your bros. Alright guys, that was Cigars Scarred Me. Thank you for listening. Alright guys, let's do a blog TV tonight, 7 o'clock California time. And on that note, I love you guys. I'm in love with you.